Okay, now what you're going to want to do is reset the simulation when you're doing the purge, and you're going to want to head to the green galaxy. Now I'm not for sure what it's called, but I like to call it for short the Paradise Galaxy. So yeah, you go there, and apparently it has like a higher rate on an average of lush planets, and it's pretty nice compared to the rest of them. They're not, the other ones are either more aggressive or just a mix. But yeah, like I said, if you want to like have a really laid back experience, I think it's the 10th galaxy when it's in order if you was to jump to each center. So here is the address to, I guess you can say, my quadrant in the Paradise Galaxy. You'll be in the Dame system, and actually when you come up off the port, there is a habitable base like right off of there. So yeah, you can get into that base and get that started, and then these are the other places where the other farms are located. So it's at these 3 places, and each of the bases are strategically located right off of the space station. So it's just a fast jump from each space station. So once you get dialed in, you'll be able to just go right to the place. And each of this, so right here is a perfect example of how, yeah, right there, you just scan. You should be able to see the base. If you can't see the base, just go basically in the atmosphere or whatever of the planet, and you should be able to see a communication device there or whatever. And yeah, you should be good to go. And I think it averages about like 10 million every 10 minutes, so I guess a million a minute, let's say, if you kind of get going. But it does kind of modulate because it does have to grow, so I'm just going to say it's probably, like a minute and 30 seconds. You probably could make it, but I'm just going to go ahead and say about a million a minute. So yeah, you start to the left, like as you see, and yeah, I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. You go to the left from the way I've designed it or whatever, and each base is designed the exact same way, except when you get to like my main one, whenever you'll notice when you land in the middle, which is what I recommend, landing in the middle, that way so the NPCs can land on the other launch pad, because I have 2 launch pads. So land in the middle, but I don't know, it changes, so I don't know, it might not even matter. So basically, still go from the left. That seems to work better because it allows you to make your lubricants first, and then once you make your lubricants and get those all mixed in, then you can go ahead and start gathering the what are they called, frost crystals now, or whatever those things are. And like I said, remember, you have to have all your glyphs memorized. You have to have all 16 so you can get here. And then you also have to know how to make your let's see, living glass. There might be some other things in there, but I think that's what the main things is. You need to know how to make your living glass, and of course you need to have all your glyphs made. So yeah, you grab all these, make them, or known, I should say, all your glyphs known, my bad. So you just keep doing this. You, and like I said, this takes roughly about 10 minutes to do. So you just keep going with it. And like I said, there's 3 separate bases here, and you should have about 50 frost crystals left after each run. You get about 50 extra frost crystals, because I haven't really, fine-tuned it to where I take the corridors off or whatever and just have them. I haven't really tested all that, and I really just didn't care, so I was just like, whatever. I really don't think you can really squeeze too much more. You probably can, but you end up having 50 frost crystals left. So just keep doing this. You see how quick that was, just to go from here to there. You shouldn't. I'm going to say it's literally impossible to get attacked by pirates with how I have it set up, because it's so fast. it's like what, about a 3-second burst from the planet. It's designed to use minimal, if any, plutonium. You'll need a little bit of iron if you want to jump, or I think it's just like what, a 2-minute booster without the hyper. So there you go. I mean, there's your way to make, I'm gonna say, about $1 million a minute. But that's, you know, let's say $1 million every 2 minutes. But really, it kind of, yeah, it's kind of around there. $1 million every 2 minutes. 1 million units. And if you keep going, you know, I'm sure it's probably, yeah, it's give or take that. So, come check it out. I guess I could go ahead and just put in some more coordinates. Just put that coordinate in again. That way you can see exactly where it is. See ya. I mean, you can literally start a character from scratch and get all your glyphs, go through the storyline, the new storyline, reset the simulation, go to the Paradise Galaxy, type in the glyphs. Now you can do it over there like I did on the live stream I've done. And what I'll do, I'll try to upload those and show you how I started my character from scratch. And I'll also show you the one of the techniques that I came across that allowed me to get pretty good nanites at a fast rate.